about relation and functions. Firstly, what is relation? A set of ordered pairs x and y such that for every x, there corresponds at least one value of y. This means that for every x, may kasamang value ng y. How about function? What is function? It is a relation if for each x, there is one and only one y. This is a set of ordered pairs, same as relation, but x coordinate should not repeat. Now let's talk about the difference and similarity of relation and function. Relation is any set of ordered pairs, while function, x coordinate may not be repeated given a set of ordered pairs. The similarities of these two is that they are both set of ordered pairs. As I've said a while ago, x coordinate may not be repeated in function. Now, let's identify if the given equation is function or not a function. In the first equation, it's given 1 and 3, 7 and 5, negative 1 and 0, and 3 and 5. Clearly, it's a function because there are no similar numbers in the equation. Now, you give it a try. Let's try question number 2. The given is negative 2, 1, 10, 7, 2, negative 2, negative 2, 1. As we can see, negative 2 and negative 2 are similar. So, the given is not a function because there are numbers that are repeated. And that's relations and functions. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. Thank you.
Hi everyone, today we're gonna tackle the types of function. What is function? Function is a relation in which element of domain corresponding to exactly one element of the range. Types of functions: constant function, linear function, quadratic function, rational function, power function, absolute value function, polynomial function, greatest integer function, piecewise function, radical function. Constant function. A function of 0, f of x is equals to c of c equals not 0. Quadratic function. F of x is equals a squared plus bx plus c equals not 0. Rational function. Quotient of two polynomial. F of x is equals g of x, h of x is equals not 0 over h of x. Power function. N is any real number. F of x is equals xn. Absolute value function. F of x is equals absolute x. Greatest integers function. Absolute x is less than or equal to x. F of x is equals absolute x. Piecewise function. F of x, 1 if x greater than 1, 2 if 1x greater than 3, 3 if x less than 3. Radical function. F of x is equals f of x.
Evaluation of function. The function notation y equals f of x tells you that y is a function of x. There is a rule relating y to x such as y equals 3x plus 1, or you can write it as f of x equals 3x plus 1. So how are we going to evaluate this function? To find f of x for a given value of x is to evaluate the function f by substituting the input value x into the equation. Example, f of x equals 3x plus 1. Find x equals 1. So, we're going to change the x into 1. So, it will be going to f of x equals 3, close and open parentheses, 1, plus 1 equals 4.
Hi guys, for today we will discuss about the inverse function.
What is inverse function? An inverse function is a function that reverses the effect of the original function. If you have a function f of x, its inverse function, denoted as f raised to negative 1 of x. Next one, how to find the inverse of a function. Generally, the method of calculating an inverse is swapping of coordinates x and y. This newly created inverse is a relation, but not necessarily a function. The original function has to be a one-to-one function to assure that its inverse will also be a function. A function is said to be a one-to-one function only if every second element corresponds to the first value. Value of x and y are used only once. You can apply on the horizontal line test to verify whether a function is a one-to-one function. If a horizontal line intersects the original function in a single region, the function is a one-to-one function and inverse is also a function. These are the steps to find the inverse of a function. Step 1. Replace f of x with y. Step 2. Interchange x and y. Step 3. Solve for y using appropriate properties of equality. And last, step 4. Replace the new y with f raised to negative 1 of x. So, let's try this one. Find the inverse of function f of x is equals to 3x plus 4. Step number 1. We will replace the f of x with y. So, our new equation is y is equals to 3x plus 4. So, we are done with step number 1. Step number 2. Interchange around natin yung variable x and y. So, pagpapalitin natin yung kosto ng x and y. So, this will be x is equals to 3y plus 4. Ang pinaka-point nitong step number 2, lahat ng variable y ay gagawin yung x. At lahat ng variable x na mai-encounter nyo is gagawin mong y. So, let's go now with step number 3. Solve for y using appropriate properties of equality. So, try natin to solve for y. Ang una niyong step na gagawin dito ay i-transpose mo si 4 sa kabila. And that will be x minus 4 is equals to 3y. And then divide both sides by 3. Cancel natin ang 3. So, ang matitira na lang sa right side natin is y. So, interchange na natin. That is y is equals to x minus 4 over 3. And for the final step, replace the new y with raised to negative 1 with x. So, itong y natin ngayon ay gagawin nating f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to x minus 4 over 3. So, this is now the inverse ng given function natin kanina. F of x is equals to 3x plus 4. At ang kanyang inverse ay f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to x minus 4 over 3. And that's inverse function. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the composition of functions. What is composition of functions? It is an operation of function that must have two functions, namely f of x and g of x, and then perform the indicated operation to produce the result of h of x. Meaning, it is an operation na dapat may dalawang functions, namely f of x and g of x. So, kung ang given ay f of g, at ang f ay nasa left, ito ay nasa outer function. At kapag naman g ang nasa right, it is the inner function. Sa madaling salita, kapag f ang nasa left, g ang isasubstitute mo sa x. Let's try. In this given, the f of x is equals to 3x minus 1 and g of x is equals to x plus 4. Clearly, we can see that f is on the left and g is on the right. ibig sabihin, G ang isa-substitute sa F. So here is the equation. So f of G is equals to 3 times x plus 4 minus 1. So using the distributive property, we can easily multiply the given equation. So 3 times x is equals to 3x, and 3 times 4 is equals to 12. And bring down 1 since walang kasamang variable. So f of G is equals to 3x plus 11. So clearly, ito na ang final answer kasi hindi na ito masisimplify. And that is composition of functions. I hope you learned something. Thank you!